Good morning. I've popped down to Hayle. It's the best time of the day for me, this sunrise. Absolutely best time of the day. Nice and quiet, no one around. And we've actually got a bit of colour. I've come down to Hayle because it's high tide, so going to the coast per se is not going to be particularly great. Hoping for some nice reflections on the high tide here. But I found this shot here that I quite like. I'll just show you the back of the camera. So yeah, just got out of the car and thought, oh, that's interesting reflection. So you can see that very well on the back of the screen. But got the lamp posts going off into the distance. Lights are still on. We've got actually a bit of pink in the sky. So yeah, it's not looking like a bad morning at all. So this shot here, it kind of lacks a focal point really, but I just love the colours on the water. And I've bumped my ISO up because I actually probably can't see that well on the back of the camera, but the ripples on the water I actually like. So rather than ISO 100, because it's still, pretty low light conditions, that would just smooth the water out and I wouldn't have any texture. I actually quite like that. So ISO 400. I'm at between 85 and 100 mil, and just again it lacks a bit of a focal point, but I just like the light reflecting on the water, and kind of goes kind of misty. Got a bit of a morning haze in the distance. So yeah, I'll put the shot up, but yeah, it's a very pleasant morning. So this is the shot that I kind of had in mind, and well, I got inspired. I don't want to say I'm stealing the shot, but and he might be watching, but I saw a shot from a photographer called Robin, who goes to my camera club, and I thought it was really nice. So yeah, that's what I've come down for. Unfortunately, kind of the idea I had in mind was like a blue hour, and the lights along the road there sort of reflected on the high tide. But there wasn't a lot of lights on when I come. It didn't look much, which is why I kind of took the shot previously looking down with the street lights. But as the sun comes up, hopefully maybe we'll get some light on those buildings. Early morning light should look quite nice. At the moment I'm just sort of getting my composition, but the scene's pretty flat because I've got kind of no light, excluding the sky because it's just nothing much going on. Might experiment with a long exposure, but again I quite like the textures on the water, but I might try a long exposure while I'm waiting for the sun and just see what that looks like, completely smoothing that out and see what it brings out, in a reflection. But I'll show you what the back of the camera looks like at the minute. Yeah, so this is what we're getting at the minute. It's overall a little bit flat. We do need some light. It shouldn't be too long now. Sunrise is happening. It's just a matter of the sun getting up above the horizon now, and hopefully there's not too much cloud blocking it. But it's just really nice to be out. It's a beautiful morning. Sun's coming up, we're getting there, but I actually think it needs to be further around behind me for the light that I want on the building, so I think I need a few more weeks. Never mind, we'll see. It is starting to light the buildings a little bit over that side, but I think it's just a little bit too far round at the moment. But as we get later in the year, it's going to shift round, which will give me some more directional light on the building, so I might have to come back and give it another go sometimes. But it's a beautiful morning, absolutely lovely. We've actually got a little bit of light, and it is just catching the church over here. It's not catching these other buildings, but yeah, it's turned out okay. So yeah, I've got a couple of shots. I'm going to try long exposure in a second. So that shot's hopefully in the bag. I did a long exposure, but I actually think I prefer when there's a bit of ripple on the water, but I'll put both shots up and let me know. So I've just come for a bit of an explore. It's not a place that I've ever come for sunrise or done much photography at all in this area, but it's a beautiful morning, which really helps. So I found this boat. I used to try and carry loads of camera gear, multiple bodies, every lens that I could pack, and I don't do that anymore. I make a decision, one body, one lens, and this morning it was 70 to 200. So I spotted this boat over here, which I'll show you in a second. It's going to have to be a bit of a crop for the shot that I've got in mind. Just a lovely blue boat with buoys hanging over the edge, and you've got that contrast of colour and the reflection. Got to watch my shutter speed. No point doing a longish exposure because if the boat's slightly moving, I can see it moving actually now, then obviously I'm not going to get a sharp shot. So got to watch my shutter speed. Going to have to bump the ISO up a little bit. But yeah, quite pleased with it. As I say, it's going to have to be a bit of a crop though in post-production to get rid of some of the distractions. But yeah, I'm right at 200mm, so and unless I want to get wet feet, I can't get any closer. Always great to come out and have a shot in mind, but yeah, always open to other stuff and exploring. And I found this fantastic red and blue boat, lovely still reflections, makes for quite a graphic image. I've got a thing about boats and reflections. Yeah, really pleased with this. It looks nice. Got to again, I've got to keep my shutter speed up, about ISO 400, because obviously the boat is slightly moving around and I want to keep it sharp. So, but yeah, really happy to find this. I think it will make a nice shot. Okay, so sometimes it would be handy to carry multiple cameras, multiple lenses, because look at this amazing blossom tree, absolutely brilliant. And there's this blue boat that you can kind of frame with the tree hanging over. I've taken a shot on the phone because it is beautiful, but yeah, sometimes it's you wish oh yeah, maybe it'd be nice if I did have everything, but never mind. Yeah, just a stunning tree. It looks lovely against that blue sky, but yeah, never mind. I've taken a shot on the phone and I'll stick that up. Right, that's me done. What an absolutely beautiful morning. It's been absolutely lovely. If there's any other shots, I'll stick them up at the end, but thank you for following along, and I don't think it's going to be anything else. I've actually ended up walking quite a long way, so I've got a bit of a walk back now. It's kind of over my shoulder. Well, yeah, part way over there. So anyway, no, it's just absolutely beautiful. Been really nice, and yeah, I'll stick a few shots up at the end. Any comments, likes, much appreciated. Until the next video, look after yourselves, and goodbye.